Welcome to this MRA Tax Quiz Competition 2022. I am Job Frank Chakaza, your quiz master. I'm not the tax man, but I'm going to tax them with a lot of questions. It's been a battle for supremacy in this MRA Tax Quiz Competition. Mr. Ngombingo receives 100,000 kwacha monthly salary. How much tax is he required to pay at the end of the month if the threshold of 0 to 100,000 kwacha payee is deducted at the rate of 0%? Mention the month and year in which Malawi became independent from colonialists. This is a 4-round competition. Round 1, general tax questions. Round 2, tax technical questions. Round 3, tax calculation questions. And round 4, mixed. Hello and welcome to this MRA Tax Quiz Competition 2022. Today we are witnessing a battle of brains between St. John's Secondary School and Shaleb Private Secondary School. Time to know the team members at a closer and more personal level. From St. John's Secondary School, we have in Form 1,
Honest Mango.
Form 2,
Elson Waka.
Form 3,
Joseph Mafuba.
Form 4,
Fatan Banda.
and from Shaleb Private Secondary School. In Form 1, we have
Jonathan Kabongo.
in Form 2,
Sonia Eberechuku.
Form 3,
Juleka Mula.
Form 4,
Iman Musa.
we are also joined by Chimutu CDSS and Nkomachi CDSS in this room, cheering the two teams on. Keeping the scores for us today, we have Mr. Harry Jeke from Chimutu CDSS and Mr. Nicholas Moyo from Nkomachi CDSS. This competition has 4 rounds. Round 1, general tax questions. Round 2, tax technical questions. Round 3, tax calculation questions. And round 4, mixed bag. Rules of the game. A question is going to be posed to a member of one school in one class, open for 2 points. If the representative doesn't get it right, the question is going to cross the floor to the other member of the other team from the same class. If that one fails again, it is going to cross back to the original team, open to the whole team for 1 point. If you don't know the answer to the question, you can simply say pass and we'll move on to the next person. And now it's time to see who is smarter between St. John's Secondary School and Shaleb Private Secondary School. We're starting with St. John's Secondary School, Form 1, represented by Honest Mohango. I hope you're going to be honest when I ask you this question. Mention the organization that was established by an Act of Parliament in 1998 to collect taxes on behalf of the government.
The Malawi Revenue Authority.
Correct! 2 points! Yay! Shaleb Private Secondary School. Jonathan Kabondo, Form 1, this question is for you. Mention any one department that was collecting taxes on behalf of the government before MRA was established in February 2000.
The government.
The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School. Open to Honest Mohango for 2 points.
Income tax and custom and excise.
Correct, 2 points. Yay! I asked for 1, he gave me 2. I don't mind. Going back to St. John's Secondary School, Form 2, represented by Elson Waka. MRA is a semi-autonomous government agency mandated to collect tax revenue. In your own words, explain semi-autonomous in relation to MRA and the government.
In considering the word semi-autonomous, we are trying to refer that the MRA agency collects taxes on behalf of the government of Malawi.
The question crosses the floor to Shaleb Private Secondary School, and it's for you, Sonia Eberechuku, from 2.
Semi-autonomous means it's for the whole Malawi.
The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School, open to the whole team for 1 point. Time out, no point. This second question goes to Shaleb Private Secondary School, from 2, Sonia Eberechuku. This question is for you. Apart from collecting tax revenues, MRA also acts as an advisor to the government. What does this mean?
It advises the Minister of Finance on issues concerning revenue policies and administration.
Correct, 2 points. Form 3, St. John's Secondary School, represented by Joseph Mafupa. In your own words, what is MRA-Tip-Offs Anonymous Scheme?
This is a toll. This is a toll-free call that people can make in order to report any secret body issues that people do against the MRA.
Correct, 2 points. Yes! You fumbled a bit, but still you're within lane, so I'll award you maximum points for that. What is the toll-free number for Tip-Offs Anonymous Service? Juleka Muller.
672.
The question crosses the floor to St. John's Secondary School, open to Joseph Mafupa.
847.
Correct, 2 points. Form 4, St. John's Secondary School, Fatani Banda. What is the code number in relation to MRA Tip-Offs Anonymous Service?
672.
The question crosses to Shaleb Private Secondary School, and it's open to you, Iman Musa, Form 4.
80048.
The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School, open to the whole team for 1 point. Yes, Elson Waka, Form 2. Time out, no point. Shaleb Private Secondary School, Iman Musa. How is a reward for Tip-Offs Anonymous Service given to a successful informant?
It's given secretly.
I want you to elaborate.
It's given secretly, maybe like living in a bedroom for
1 point. Now I'll explain why I gave you 1 point. I have emphasized for times with that number in this competition that I expect you to be as exact as you can be. Now, of course, it is given secretly, so you are correct, but I wanted you to elaborate how that is done. You have tipped off MRA on something that is happening, and they follow that lead and they see that it actually was true. They pay you for that. They pay you secretly. But how do they do that? You agree on where they can deliver the money, and then you go and collect the money. You don't actually get to meet MRA staff. So that is how it's done. And I wanted that to come out from your answer, Iman, not just secretly. So it's important. The other question was about a code number. Now, I sensed that the people thought that I wanted a figure or a number in that sense. The question was not about the number, it was about a code number. What is a code number? Not what is the code number. I'm sure you can tell the difference between those two questions. I wasn't asking what the code number is. I was asking what is a code number. It is a secret number for reporting tax fraud. That's what a code number is. So that is important. The toll-free number for Tip-Offs Anonymous, nobody got that one right? It's 847. 847. That is the end of round 1, general tax questions. When we come back, it will be time for round 2, tax technical questions. Welcome back to this MRA Tax Quiz Competition 2022, a battle of brains between St. John's Secondary School and Shaleb Private Secondary School. Round 2, tax technical questions. The first question goes to Shaleb Private Secondary School and it's going to be attempted by Jonathan Kabondo in Form 1. Who is liable to operate withholding tax? Mention any two. Who is liable to operate withholding tax? Mention any two. Time out. The question crosses the floor to St. John's Secondary School. Honest Mahango.
Anyone and religious institutions.
The question crosses the floor back to Shaleb Private Secondary School. Time out. No point. Honest Mahango, Form 1, St. John's Secondary School. Who is supposed to collect payee on behalf of the government? Is it the employer, the employee, or the ward councillor?
The employer.
Correct. 2 points. Yay! The one who is liable to operate withholding tax can be individuals, partnerships, associations, companies. Please be specific when I ask you these questions. And all government departments and ministries are also liable to operate withholding tax. Shaleb Private Secondary School. Form 2, Sonia Eberechuku. This question is for you. What is the due date for remitting FBT, that is fringe benefit tax?
After
The question crosses the floor to St. John's Secondary School, and it's open to you, Eson Waka.
Within 28.
The question crosses back to Shaleb Private Secondary School. Up for grabs for anyone from the team for 1 point. Iman Musa wants to give it a shot. It is 14th of the following month. Eson Waka, Form 2, St. John's Secondary School. What is the due date for remitting withholding tax?
On the 25th day of the next month.
The question crosses the floor to Shaleb Private Secondary School.
30 days.
The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School. Open to the whole team for 1 point. Yes, Fatsani?
Within 6 days.
It is 14th of the following month. That's when withholding tax is due for remittance. Shaleb Secondary School. Form 3, represented by Juleka Mula. Mention any two features of an EFD receipt.
The amount of VAT that has been charged and goods that have been bought.
I'll give you 1 point. The second question goes to St. John's Secondary School, and it's for you, Joseph Mafupa, Form 3. Mention any two advantages of demanding an EFD receipt.
It helps the government to earn a tax through MRA, and also it helps the taxpayer to return the goods that he bought if it is bad.
That is correct. 1 point. So the first one is not necessarily an advantage, the first point that you raised, but the second one is pretty close. You can return your product and claim a refund if you got an EFD receipt. But the first one was not particularly accurate. Shaleb Private Secondary School, Form 4, represented by Iman Musa. How much was MRA paying to those who reported that the trader did not issue an EFD receipt in a campaign that they did last year? The question crosses the floor to St. John's Secondary School.
40,000.
That is correct. 2 points. Yay! St. John's Secondary School, Form 4, Fatani Banda. Last year, MRA conducted a promotion on EFDs called Kuipula Ndilisiriranga. What was the main objective of this promotion?
So the citizens can buy goods without being rave taxed on.
The question crosses the floor to Shaleb Private Secondary School. Iman Musa, this question is for you, Form 4. 5 seconds. Time up. The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School. Open to the whole team for 1 point. Honest Mahango, Form 1.
This was done so that businesses that do not offer the electronic fiscal device should continue. Pass.
I thought so too. Your time ran out and you kept on thinking. But you were getting a bit closer to the answer. If you had just pushed on, you were going to hit the nail on the head. That promotion was basically done to encourage customers to demand EFD receipts every time they buy taxable items. So it was more for the consumer than the seller. They were encouraging people to always demand for an EFD receipt. And that's how we called it a wrap. In round 2 of this tax quiz competition between St. John's Secondary School and Shaleb Private Secondary School, this was round 2 tax technical questions. And this means that we have reached the halfway point in this competition. When we come back, we'll announce the score at halftime. Welcome back to this MRA Tax Quiz Competition 2022. This is a competition between St. John's Secondary School and Shaleb Private Secondary School. St. John's Secondary School is represented by Honest Mohango in Form 1, or Elson Waka in Form 2, Joseph Mafupa in Form 3, and Fatani Banda in Form 4. Shaleb Private Secondary School is represented by Jonathan Kabondo in Form 1, Sonia Eberechuku in Form 2, Juleka Mula in Form 3, and Iman Musa in Form 4. We also have got Chimutu CDSS and Nkomachi CDSS cheering the two teams on. Keeping the scores for us today, Mr. Harry Jeke from Chimutu CDSS and Mr. Nicholas Moyo from Nkomachi CDSS. And now, to bring the results at halftime, Mr. Harry Jeke from Chimutu CDSS. Just a minute. We have the score at halftime, and here's how they stand. Shaleb Private Secondary School, 4 points. St. John's Secondary School, 13 points. It's a tough competition, guys. So Shaleb is trailing by quite a wide margin, but this is only halftime. If St. John's was able to take this lead at halftime, Shaleb could pull off a shocker in the next 2 rounds. But that remains to be seen in this tax quiz competition between St. John's Secondary School and Shaleb Private Secondary School. 2 more rounds to go. And now we get into round 3, tax calculation questions. For this one, I'll give you a moment to do some quick calculation and then you present your answer. But still, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to give the correct answer. We're starting with St. John's Secondary School, Form 1, Honest Mahango. Mrs. Ndomondo imported goods valued at 2 million kwacha, and duty is calculated at the rate of 0%. How much is he going to pay in all, including processing fees charged at 20,000 kwacha?
20,000 kwacha.
That is correct. 2 points. Shara Private Secondary School. This question is for you, Jonathan Kabondo. Form 1. Mr. Abasa imported shoes worth 100,000 kwacha, and duty is calculated at 10%. How much is he going to pay? Five seconds. The question crosses the floor to St. John's Secondary School, and it's open to you. Honest Muhango, Form 1.
10,000.
Correct. 2 points. St. John's Secondary School, Form 2. This question is for you, Elson Waka. Mr. Awadi bought 5 sets of suits, each one costing 50,000 kwacha, and duty is calculated at 10%. How much duty is he going to pay for the 5 sets of suits?
25,000 what?
Correct. 2 points. Shara Private Secondary School. This question is for you, Sonia Eberechuku. Mr. Nyurenda imported dresses at a cost of 33,000, and duty is calculated at the rate of 10%. How much duty is she going to pay?
3,300.
Correct. 2 points. St. John's Secondary School, Form 3, Joseph Mafupa. This question is for you. Personal rebate is granted to a Malawian who has imported goods for personal use and whose value of the goods is below 300,000 kwacha per traveler. How much rebate will be granted to a family of 6 people, including a baby?
180,000.
The question crosses the floor to share a private secondary school. It's open to you, Juleka Mula. 5 seconds. Time out. The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School. Open to the whole team for 1 point.
15 million marijuana.
It is not that much. It's actually 1.8 million kwacha. Now, Juleka Mula, Form 3, Shara Private Secondary School. This question is for you. Personal rebate is granted to a Malawian who has imported goods for personal use and the value of the goods is below 300,000 kwacha per traveler. How much rebate will be granted to a family of 6 adults and a baby? The question crosses the floor to St. John's Secondary School. Joseph Mafupa, give it a shot.
1.8 million.
The question crosses the floor back to Shara Private Secondary School. Open for 1 point to the whole team. Any takers? Iman Musa wants to give it a shot. No, he doesn't, because time is out. It's 2.1 million kwacha. St. John's Secondary School, Form 4, represented by Fatani Banda. If one imported goods into the country and after granting personal rebate of 300,000 kwacha and the value of the remaining goods is less than 10 million kwacha, the importer would be required to pay only 30% duty of the balance. Mr. Bonzo imported goods worth 305,000 kwacha and is granted personal rebate. how much duty would he be required to pay? Sorry? The question crosses the floor. To share a private secondary school. And for you, Iman Musa? 3,000. Come again? The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School. Open to the whole team for 1 point. Eson Waka wants to give it a shot from 2.
It is 1,500.
It is 1,500 kwacha, not the figure you are mentioning, my friend. Going to share a private secondary school. This question goes to the Form 4 student Iman Musa. If one imported goods into the country and after granting personal rebate of 300,000 kwacha and the value of the remaining goods is 10,000 kwacha, the importer would be required to pay duty. How much duty would he be required to pay if the rate of doing this is 30%? The rate of duty, rather, is 30%. 5 seconds. Question crosses the floor. St. John's Secondary School. Fatani Banda from 4. This is for you.
1,300.
The question crosses back to share up private secondary school. Open to the whole team for 1 point.
1,000.
It is 3,000 kwacha. So nobody got that one correct. And that's the end of round 3, tax calculation questions. When we come back, we're getting into the final and the 4th round of this contest, which is the make or break round. Round 4, mixed bag. Welcome back. This is the tax quiz competition by MRA. Today, we are witnessing a deadly battle between St. John's Secondary School and Shara Private Secondary Schools. This is the last round, round 4, mixed bag. And for this one, the team members will be allowed to confer. We are starting with Shara Private Secondary School, who is the paramount chief of the Yaos. Five seconds.
Karonga.
No, it's not. The question crosses the floor. 2. St. John's Secondary School. Open to the whole team for 2 points. Shakes their head. Says, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go back to Shara Private Secondary School. See if they have the moment to think about that. Still shakes their head. They don't know. Moving on to the second question. St. John's Secondary School. Who is the paramount chief of the Nhondes? Yes, please. Honest Mahango.
Traditional Authority Kiungu.
Correct. 2 points. Shara Private Secondary School. Mention any 2 districts in Malawi where tea is grown on a large scale.
Mulanje.
1 point. Took a bit of time. 1 point. Mulanje is correct. St. John's Secondary School. Mention any 2 districts where cotton is grown on a large scale in Malawi. Yes, Fatani Banda from 4.
Korawara and Zomba.
The question crosses the floor to Shara Private Secondary Schools. Open to the whole team for 2 points.
Sanje and Mulanje.
The question crosses back to St. John's Secondary School for 1 point.
Chiwawa and Chiratu.
Correct. 1 point. So tea, my friends, is grown in Mulanje, Cholo, and Kadabe on quite a large scale. If you take a drive to Mulanje and Cholo, you will drive through beautiful green fields of tea. And if you want to see cotton, you're welcome to Chikwawa, Salima, or Karonga. You see a lot of cotton being grown there. Let's get back into the game. Shera Private Secondary School. Which one of the following is a mismatch of cyclones that affected Malawi? Gombe, Ana, Monsoon, Idai.
Gonde.
The question crosses the floor to St. John's Secondary School. Open to the whole team for 2 points.
And
Crosses back to Shera Private Secondary School. Open to the whole team for 1 point.
Monsoon.
Correct, 1 point. St. John's Secondary School. Which one of the following is a mismatch of commercial banks? Standard Bank, National Bank, Reserve Bank of Malawi, NBS Bank. Speak out, please. Correct, 2 points. Shaleb Private Secondary School. A woman runs and covers a distance of 5 kilometers in 5 minutes, while a man runs and covers a distance of 5,000 meters in 5 minutes. Who has covered the longest distance? Both. Correct, 2 points. So it's both or none, all right? Because the distance is the same. All right. St. John's Secondary School. Pole Pole is carrying 50 kgs of sugar, while Rhoda is carrying a sack bag containing 50 kgs of cotton. Which one is heavier than the other, cotton or sugar?
Sugar.
The question crosses, no, it doesn't, because it's a multiple choice question, but you got it wrong. It's not heavier, it's all 50 kgs, so 50 kgs can't be heavier than the other 50 kgs. And that's how we got it a wrap for round 4 mixed bag. This is a contest between St. John's Secondary School and Shera Private Secondary School. When we come back, we present the final score. Welcome back. This is the MRA tax quiz competition. Today, we have been witnessing a deadly battle between St. John's Secondary School and Shera Private Secondary School. St. John's Secondary School, represented by Form 1, Honest Muhango, Form 2, Anson Waka, Form 3, Joseph Mafupa, and Form 4, Fatani Banda. Shera Private Secondary School, Form 1, Jonathan Kabondo, Form 2, Sonia Eberechuku, Form 3, Juleka Mula, and Form 4, Iman Musa. We also had 2 schools cheering the teams on today, Chimutu CDSS and Nkomachi CDSS. Keeping the scores for us, Mr. Harry Jeke, Chimutu CDSS, and Mr. Nicholas Moyo, Nkomachi CDSS. To present the scores to me today, Mr. Nicholas Moyo from Nkomachi CDSS. We now have the final score in this MRA tax quiz competition between St. John's Secondary School and Shera Private Secondary School. And here is the final score. Shera Private Secondary School, 10 points. St. John's Secondary School, 24 points. And that means St. John's Secondary School have proceeded to the next round by beating Shera Private Secondary School by quite a huge margin, I must say, but still Shera Private Secondary School gave it a good fight. I believe you live to fight another day. But for today, it's all cheers to St. John's Secondary School. My name is Joab Frank Chakaza, your quiz master. Until next time, it's goodbye.